I am a sword. I'm an alloy of India, Austria, and Canada. My culinary journey started in India, cooking with my aunts and my mother and my grandparents. I was beaten and hardened in Austria, and sharpened and shaped in Canada. Now, it was not a monetary goal for me to start an Indian restaurant. It was to bring awareness to a cuisine and a culture of India that I had left behind. I wanted Indian cuisine to have the same respect and love as any French, Italian, or Californian cuisine does. See, the French chefs have it very easy. They do. They take a white plate, they put 2 broccolis that go this way, 1 carrot that goes this way, they put a little dab, they grill some steak, they carve it very fine, they put a little dash of sauce and jus, and they call it voila. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. You have to understand, Indian food is very difficult to make it look pretty. Because it's brown, browner, brownish. It's really difficult. But what you can do with Indian food is to serve it with love, with passion, and utmost care. So, when I first opened the restaurant up, my father said to me, "These are a bunch of white people. They will not understand the difference between one curry and the other. So just give them butter chicken." Or chicken tikka masala, and they will be happy. Serve it cheap and call it ethnic. And I said, no. I need to elevate this cuisine. I need to come up with a dish that will rival butter chicken and chicken tikka masala. So, a dish was created at the restaurant called the lamb popsicles. Now, the rack of lamb had been served for 8 years at the restaurant already. And I was tired of telling people to pick up the bones and eat it. Sometimes I would go to people and say, "Do you make love with a knife and fork?" Then if you don't, then why do you not pick up this beautiful piece of meat and eat it and enjoy the flavors of it? And people would look at me and say, "I can't believe you would talk to us like this." But that dish was the way of creating something new and creating something that was rivaling the butter chicken, but still being creative and being French. Because what is lamb popsicles? It's rack of lamb, so meat, potatoes, and cream, just served very Indian style. That is what lamb popsicles were. So ideas come to you in the restaurant business all the time. I really do believe this. But you need to take those ideas and be creative with them. You need to work hard. You need to persevere really hard in order to make those ideas come to fruition. A quick story, I was at Whole Foods the other day, and I looked at some tomatoes and they were slightly bruised. And I didn't realize why they were not on sale. I don't know why suddenly my Indianness came upon me. And I took these tomatoes to the cash register and I said, I would like to get these tomatoes for 10% less. And she looks at me and she says, sir, this is Whole Foods. We don't haggle like this. And I said, just bring your manager. So the manager comes over, she looks at me, she says, you're Vikram Vij. I said, but that is not the point. The point is that these tomatoes are bruised and they're going to go in the garbage, and I do not like to see these tomatoes go in the garbage. She gives it to me for 10% less. I come out of it, not because I had saved myself $1.20, but because I haggled with Whole Foods and I got away with it. That was the fun part. So perseverance is extremely important. Staying true to what you do is extremely important. Now, if you look back, the reason why Indian food never got the attention is because we Indo-Canadians never elevated the cuisine up. We served it cheap, we served buffet styles, we served it in rooms where my mother was cooking and my daughter was serving, and there was no proper stemware. Whereas the French and the Italian food was, here's a little wine, and here's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Here's the foie gras for you. So it is our fault that nobody understood our cuisine. So changing that course was extremely difficult. Making people understand was extremely difficult. It took 24 years from a line cook to a CEO and then on to Dragon's Den. It took perseverance. It took hard work. That's why your ideas have to be hard of steel, focus. That is what a sword is. A sword is not only all of that, but most importantly, you have to have patience. Patience is extremely important in being a sword, because a sword is a weapon to kill any time. A sword is a nurturer. A sword is a protector. To be a sword, you should not be scared of failure. Even if people in your own camp, like my traditional father, would not understand you. Patience is required in business. Gandhi had patience. He single-handedly changed a course of a nation. He got freedom from British, heck, in a loincloth. He single-handedly changed the course of history, what India is today. Terry Fox had patience. His run across the country changed the way cancer research takes place today and the funding towards it. So perseverance, hardened by time, not scared of failure, and patience are the key elements to be who you are. And using those kind of role models in your life, using people that have achieved success through that, by following these principles, even you can be a sword. Namaste.